Oke.
Oh, udah. Hey, now let's review the materials yesterday and let's practice for description question. How would you describe a beautiful place that you have visited?
When well, I think the um beautiful one that I ever visit is a park in Surabaya, which is located in central of the city. Uh, Consists of so much small small, what is it, seller of food or beverage there. And also there are so many beautiful garden, for example, flower or even the fruit trees. So I really
Mm-mm.
enjoy to visit there.
And do you like watching funny videos?
Absolutely yes, because of the fun video can make my uh, daily routine more enjoy, and also fresh my mind after doing a hectic day.
Mm. And do you have a favorite season of the year?
Well, because Indonesia just have two season, which is rain and hot season. So I really enjoy to, or I prefer to live in rainy days, either a hot season, because I don't really like to feel like yeah, hot situation.
Mm-hmm. And how do you handle your stress or pressure?
Sometimes when I feel like blue or under the weather, because so many duty in my work, I prefer to go um, market, either traditional or modern one, with my friends, because I can window shopping or even watching cinema together, so I can feel, yeah, better.
And do you think you are a morning person?
Uh, I can think so, because right now I am a mother, so for sure I have to wake up in the morning and do so many duties in the morning. I have to cook for my family. I have to, yeah, take a shower at before 7 o'clock. So I can say that I am a morning person right now.
Okay, very good. Masih ada pengulangan keywords and pengulangan
Yes, sir.
question. And maybe you just need to try to paraphrase all the keywords, yeah. Itu aja sih. Then now let's move to would question. In would questions, these are hypothetical questions or those about future. Of course, karena ini would questions, you should use future tense in your answer. Di sini contohnya apapun yang berbau future bisa yes no questions juga ada yang would sebenarnya contohnya kayak would you like to learn another language kayak gitu ya. You can say yes I would, of course I would, I guess so, maybe, and you can also answering no like not particularly or not really kayak gitu ya. Nah, di sini, is there anywhere you would particularly like to visit for sure? Well, there are many foreign countries on my bucket list. I would I would really love to travel around Italy as it has so many beautiful and charming historic cities like Florence and Venice and wonderful countryside that in my mind would be wonderfully romantic to explore with someone I love. gitu. It should be I love ya. Then kita juga bisa menggunakan teknik it depends on, comes down to, boils down to untuk teknik untuk menjawab tipe pertanyaan ini. And of course, you have to use conditional sentence. Then contohnya di sini, where would you go to buy flowers? It probably comes down to the occasion. If it is just a few for the home to brighten it up, I would settle for a buns from the local supermarket, as they are usually quite cheap and cheerful. Whereas if it was a more important event like Valentine's Day or a wedding, I would definitely go to a florist who could provide something quite special like rose bouquet or such like. Nah, di sini ada kata such like. You can use such like, something like that, or apapun itu yang agak mirip-mirip ya. Seperti itulah ya kalau di bahasa Indonesia kan. eh itu kalau objeknya cuma satu. Tapi kalau objeknya banyak, jangan sampai kakak menggunakan something like that ya. Karena something like that yang apa gitu. Contohnya kayak I go to market to buy flowers and fruits and something like that. Nah, something like that-nya itu kembali ke mana? Mau kembali ke flowers atau kembali ke fruit? Itu. Then atau bisa menggunakan kalau memang mau menyebutkan menyebutkan objek yang lebih dari dua, bisa langsung mention tiga ya. Itu namanya parallelism. Contohnya, I go to market to buy fruit, flower, and some vegetables. Jadi kayak dikasih tiga. Itu namanya noun, noun, noun gitu ya. Bisa verb, 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 ing, atau to infinitive, to infinitive, to infinitive itu juga bisa. Nah, itu parallelism. And now let's practice for would questions. Would you like to learn another language?
Sure, I would like to study another language, for example, Arabic language, because um, actually in my big dream, one of the future country is what is it, Arab country. So I have to learn about that in order to speak fluently with native there, and also it can help me or helpful to understand a lot of about study in Arab country.
And which new sport would you like to try in the future?
Wow, it's quite challenging for me, but absolutely I would like to try hiking, perhaps, because um not only try to being healthier for my body, but also I can refresh my mind with see the beautiful scenery there, beautiful landscape with greeny location and the cool weather.
Would you like to receive a plant as a gift?
Yes, definitely, because I really enjoy to see a lot of plants or even trees, for example, in front of my house. For instance, one of the consider why I really like to see the trees is because I can imagine when the fruit trees um, in harvest period, I can take out a lot of fruits like mangoes or a jackfruit by myself.
Okay. Hesitation ya. Hesitation. Nah, nanti kalau seumpama ngobrol, tapi di rumah ada yang bisa ngomong bahasa Inggris nggak?
Enggak, sir.
Nggak ada ya? Mungkin ngomong sama suami kali ya. Ngomong sama suami kalau bahasa Indonesia jangan pakai hesitate. supaya nanti kalau bahasa Inggris juga lebih terbiasa. Okay, now frequency or time questions. This question asks when or how frequently you do something, like how common or how often, or that's about frequency. If time is when the precise time or the exact time. You can use you can use the technique, any technique that you can apply to answer these questions. Of course, using very common technique, using starting phrase, answer, explaining, or reasoning, and example. For example, how often do you buy new shoes? Whenever I need them. Which on average probably means 2 new pairs a year. Once my old ones are usually broken in some way, since unlike some people, I'm certainly not a shopaholic or collector of them. Nah, di sini ada this is a very good phrase in some way. When my old ones are usually broken in some way, ini in some way, the meaning is not some way like beberapa jalan, no. Some way is agak gitu. Ya, kayak agak rusak kayak gitu ya. Nah, jadi in some way. Tapi kalau seumur kita bilangnya rusak banget, kita bilangnya usually broken in many ways. Jadi itu juga bisa buat untuk kalimat kayak gini. Some way ini adverb ya. Nah, contohnya kayak I like to eat fruit in some way. Berarti ya saya suka doang gitu. Tapi kalau I like to eat fruit in many ways, berarti saya suka banget gitu. Kayak instead of saying very like,
Too
jangan
much.
ya instead of saying so much kayak gitu. Nah, so much, very like, kayak very itu kan biasanya mereka digunakan ketika casual conversation kan, bukan academic conversation, atau bahkan that's Indonesian English, kayak style bahasa Inggris yang di Indonesia kan, style Indonesia yang di bahasa Inggris kan gitu. Jadi kayak dipaksa untuk jadi bahasa Inggris, padahal di bahasa Inggris sendiri itu jarang banget digunakan. Nah, kita bisa menggunakan in some way or in many ways. Tuh. Then contohnya di sini, how often do you go to the cinema? This is for the frequency questions. Well, it pretty much comes down to what is showing. If there's something while watching, I might go maybe twice a week. Whereas if there isn't, I would probably just download something at home rather than pay to sit through something mediocre in a theater. Nah, di sini ada mediocre. What is mediocre? Something mediocre.
I don't know.
Okay, something mediocre is something biasa aja. Kayak
Oh,
something just average kayak gitu ya. Nah, kaum
berarti itu
mediocre.
adjective, sir.
Adjective, yes. Mediocre. Okay, now frequency and time question. How often do you hmm how often do you go traveling?
I think it's quite pretty much to go some places with, especially with my family, because it's compulsory agenda for me and my husband to refresh our daily activity. So I can say that good travel, it's something important in the last month.
Hmm. And when do when do people give gifts or presents in your country?
I guess it usually happen when the peeps or teenager merayakan
Birthday celebration?
yeah, celebrate their special occasion or special day, for example birthday for example birthday birthday event. Apa sih, Sir?
Birthday
Yeah,
party.
birthday party. So they will give some a gift for the special one. And yeah, with stuck, Sir.
Mungkin bisa ditambahin that also part of that's also part of expression, atau that's also part of a way to express their affection kayak gitu ya. Oke, next kita ke compare questions. Nah, di sini untuk compare questions sebenarnya nanti juga ada di speaking part 3 ya. Cuma bedanya kalau di speaking part 1 it's all about you. You gitu ya kalau speaking part 1. Contohnya di sini, do you prefer this to this, or do you prefer atau it is better for you to kayak gitu. Jadi biasanya mereka kalau nggak prefer ya it is better kayak gitu, atau do you like this compared to kayak gitu juga ada ya. Nah, kalau memang comparisons di sini, comparison question, itu kan pasti tujuan mereka menanyakan ini adalah supaya kita bisa menjawab atau menggunakan degree of comparison gitu kan, sehingga ya measuring our skill about that way gitu. Karena kalau seumpama kita nggak dikasih pertanyaan kayak gini, mereka nggak tahu kita udah bisa apa belum gitu. Nah, contohnya di sini, which is more important to you, friends or family? I would say family, since they are more dependable in the long run than friends, who may be extremely loyal and reliable, but they are usually only around at certain stages of one's life, not throughout. Kayak gitu. Jadi di sini ada not throughout, kalau kita bilangnya forever ya. Padahal it should be not throughout gitu, kayak nggak selamanya gitu. Dan kalau forever it is too poetic, kayak terlalu sastrawi gitu ya, karena it indicates that sometimes collocation-nya kurang pas kalau kita menggunakan kata forever. Then in the long run, di sini ada in the long run, we can say in the long run or in the long term, short run, short term tuh. Then contohnya lagi di sini, do you prefer to receive emails or text? It depends on the situation. If it is work related, then I would rather have emails, as they provide a record of the communication. While if it is more a social situation, much less formal, then text messages are far more convenient given the speed and informality. Jadi kita bisa given di sini adalah because of ya. Tuh, jadi you can say given instead of saying because. Atau kayak ya because of. Then now compare questions. Do you prefer relaxing at home or going out in the evening?
Well, it depends on the time. Uh, when I was still student, I prefer to do some activity for relaxing my mind. At no, for relaxing my mind to go out with my friends. But right now, because I have a family, so I prefer to just relax in my home with my small family. For instance, just watching movie together.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant?
Well, I can say that it depends on the situation. Uh, Actually, I prefer to cook at home because I can manage the ingredient well, especially for my daughter. But when I have more time and also more money to pay the bill, so I will try to eat in some restaurant or our favorite restaurant, for example, a traditional eatery in my city.
Do you think it is better to travel alone or with other people?
I'm considering about travel. Perhaps it will be better when I go with my friends or my whole family, because when I go alone, I don't have my partner in crime to speak or to just share our activity together, and uh, I can take a picture of myself, of course, because I don't have friend to help me to take the best picture there.
Okay. Okay, and now let's move to another type of question. Yang terakhir adalah pertanyaan past questions. In past questions, kok nggak kelihatan mana tadi? Nah, in past questions, tidak semua past questions itu menggunakan past tense ya. Bisa juga dia menggunakan present perfect. Jadi, ketika ditanya past questions, itu kita bisa menjabarkan dengan atau menjawabnya dengan present perfect. Begitu juga dengan sebaliknya. Kalau soal materinya dengan present perfect, bisa juga kita menceritakan combination of present perfect and past tense. Contohnya di sini, did you do any sport when you were a child? Ini kan pasti pertanyaannya in the past. Pasti kita automatically kita akan provide using past tense gitu kan. Begitu juga dengan ini, have you ever been very hungry but didn't have anything to eat? Ini kan pertanyaannya present perfect. Tapi kita juga bisa menjawabnya menggunakan cerita lampau gitu ya. Atau have you ever given anybody flowers? Itu juga sama. Kita bisa menggunakan keduanya sehingga range of grammar kita udah reachable gitu ya untuk dapetin band bagus. Tuh, that's for past questions. Nah, untuk caranya, as usual, tinggal dijawab, but you have to make sure that you use accurate grammar, since if you misuse the grammar, it indicates that the answer is not really coherent. Now, question for you. Did you do any sport when you were a child?
Well, in my childhood, I do exercise regularly. I did exercise regularly. For instance, just jogging in front of my house with my young sister. But nowadays, because I have so many tasks from my office, so I can't do it again.
And did you learn to play a musical instrument when you were a child?
Well, during my youth, I played sorry sir, untuk
Doing atau during?
during
During sih harusnya ya.
ya during
During ya kan?
ya during.
Oke.
Untuk pas ini memang ini sir, kalau agak susah saya kalau pas
Past tense
question.
ya. Oke. Okay, did you play any musical instrument when you were a child?
Well, during my youth, I played several musical instrument. For example, piano. Yeah, piano in my school, because it was a compulsory extracurricular there. So I have to learn it together with my friends.
Have you ever given anybody flowers?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. When I was graduated from my bachelor degree, my friends, I received a lot of flowers from my friends because they're really proud of me as I got the best graduate student at the time.
Hmm. Have you ever given anybody flowers? Itu kita yang ngasih.
Oh yeah.
Bukan have you ever received kan?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Have you ever given anybody flowers?
Yes, I have. When my sister was graduated from her school, it's around 3 years ago. I bought some a bouquet of flower, and I gave it for her because she really well she really well finished her study. um ya gitu sir. Ya Allah, kenapa ya?
Yeah. When was the first time you cooked something for yourself?
Perhaps it was 3 years ago when I first time got married with my husband. So I tried to cook for myself with simpler one, if I can say. It's kind of some vegetable with coconut sauce. So it's really enjoy to eat. Then I try to uh, cook in every single time for my family.
Hmm. It's really enjoy. Enjoy itu verb.
Oh, it's really enjoyed. Atau gimana?
It's really enjoyable.
Enjoyable.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oke, cuma kurang koloknya juga sih penggunaan enjoyable. It's really nice kali ya.
Hmm.
Jadi soalnya enjoyable itu bisa dinikmati kayak gitu, tuh kan? Yang yang able tuh kan ada kata bisanya kan, kayak doable kayak gitu gitu kan
Mhm.
adjektif. Doable, enjoyable, achievable kayak gitu-gitu. Nah itu
Yeah.
tapi kurang cocok kalau digunakan untuk situasi tuh. Okay, now let's practice 10 minutes in IELTS speaking part 1 ya. Nah, jadi sebenarnya Mbak Fafa kalau seumpama speaking grammarnya itu jangan terlalu gimana ya? Jangan terlalu ditaruh di top priority of your consideration karena kalau seumpama kita selalu thinking of the grammar, kita jadinya banyak sekali hesitationnya. Tuh. Nah, Mbak Fafa dulu udah belajar bahasa Inggrisnya dari grammar, tah.
Kalau kelas khusus grammar sih enggak, Sir.
Tapi dari apa? Dulu pertama kali belajar bahasa Inggris tuh langsung belajar speaking atau kayak belajar apa gitu?
Pronunciation kayak gitu. Terus
Hmm,
ya kalau khusus grammar sih enggak.
oke. Gitu.
Belum
Soalnya
ambil.
kalau soalnya kalau biasanya diawali dari grammar tuh jadi takut banget. Nah biasanya sama sih anak-anak sekarang juga eh, kalau belajarnya mulai dari grammar itu ngomongnya jadi kayak robot gitu loh, kayak
Hmm.
kayak takut gitu dan pasti jadinya kayak apa ya namanya? Kayak belum belum bisa mengeksplor tata bahasanya aja gitu. Biasanya kayak muter di formal language terus. Bahkan tidak ada adverbnya biasanya tuh atau adverbnya ya pasti ly doang. Okay. Now 10 minutes. Nah, 19.07 ya. Mbak Fafa, how would you describe a typical food in your culture?
Well, wait, sir.
Kayak apa sih makanannya? Gitu.
Ya,
Bersantan, berminyak. Oke, tapi Mbak Fafa asli 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 Dung Bendo ta,
Balong Bendo.
Balong Bendo.
Iya,
Asli.
asli, sir. KTP
Oh,
since I
orang
was
orang tua
born.
juga ini. Orang tua juga apa namanya? Dua-duanya dari situ
Yeah,
atau
from
satunya
Sidoarjo.
Eropa. Oh, oke, yuk. How would you describe a typical food in your culture?
Well, I can say that the commonly food in my culture is about sweet food because I come from East Java, which is near to Central Java. Yeah, we really like to cook or even eat something like sweet and contained of coconut sauce or peanut sauce, which is commonly used in our big party or big, for example, big apa sih namanya? Event in my country. Festival, mau ngomong festival.
Okay, and how would you describe a typical day in your life?
Perhaps it's about perhaps when I talk about my daily life, I do a lot of tasks in the morning, and then I just rest my mind about 10 or 15 minutes. Then I do again my task until evening. So after that, I can play and enjoy my night with my family.
And do you like scrolling social media?
Definitely yes, because I am right now live in what is it? Live in modern one. So social media is a kind of necessary application for my life. I can receive a lot of information from my account. So yeah, I can understand or know about news today and yesterday.
And do you like snacking?
Snacking. I guess I will like to buy some snack in supermarket because I prefer to eat than watching movie. So yeah, I really like to eat so many kind of snack.
Mm. And do you like spending time outdoors?
It depends on the situation, actually, because when I have a lot of time to relax my daily activity, I would like to go some places like beaches, lake, or even mountains to have a small picnic. But if I don't have a lot of time, perhaps I prefer to stay at home, do my uh do my little activity with my children.
And is there any film that you don't like?
It's quite challenging because I really like to watch a lot of genre of films, but I can say that India's movie is one of the bored films ever because so many dance and very noisy with kind of music.
And do you like to do regular exercise?
I would like to say no because I have so many duty or task from my office, so I don't have time to do some a regular exercise, even just jogging or yeah, the simplest one.
And who is your favorite actor or actress so far?
Well, the best actor in Indonesia, I think it's Reza Rahardian because, well, I really like to watch a movie and which is consists of Reza Rahardian inside because he's very talented person. He played more than 100 films in Indonesia or even in overseas. And when, for example, when he become Habibie in Habibie Ainun movie, I would like to see the Reza Rahardian scene.
And what is the most popular mobile application in your country?
Well, it's supposed Instagram and WhatsApp application because those application is the quite important for the people in Indonesia for especially because from that application we can see regularly information from abroad or from our country itself. For example, for myself personally, I always see my phone to open my WhatsApp just to send text for my family or my friend, and also scroll my Instagram to see how beautiful my friend's picture, or just yeah, see the news from this application.
And do you think education is important?
Of course, yes. Education is one of the compulsory thing in Indonesia because with education we can get the better life. We can improve our ability to do a lot of things from education, and also we can get a better job or job opportunity with higher education levels.
Mm. How do you keep in touch with your old friends?
Sometimes I contact my partner in crime from my social media, either from WhatsApp application or from Instagram, as I said before, that this application is really helpful for me to send a message for my old friends uh, from my boarding school. And yeah, it's kind of the easier the easier, what is it? The easier the easier
Way.
way to connect with others.
Mm. And how do you usually spend your weekends?
Nowadays, when weekend happens, I always go the traditional market with my daughter because we really enjoy to buy some food and walk together for just relax our body. For example, just do little exercise such as jogging and yeah, I enjoy the time with my daughter.
Hmm. Are you interested in fashion?
Yes, I am. Um, when I have the biggest event, for example, I will buy new clothes or even shoes for myself because I really into to make perfect in every single time, especially in the biggest event.
Mm. Do you like taking photos?
Uh, I can say yes, because taking photo is kind of a memorable activity to keep the beautiful story about the past. When I feel like bored or sad, I can open my phone and see my best photo, for example, with my family or just my friend.
Mm. And do you like to try new foods?
Absolutely, yes, because as I said before, that I really like to eat or buy something like kind of food. So for trying to eat a new kind of food is necessary for me. I can explore the other one in another place to yeah enjoy my day.
Mm. And do you plan to travel anywhere next year?
Yes, I do. I have a big dreams in the future. I can go to New Zealand. It's due to it has beautiful scenery. We know that New Zealand have beautiful mountains, lake, or even what is it? Beaches with the greeny location. And as far as I know, New Zealand is one of the most safe and stable country in the world.
Mm. And what skills do you think will be important for future jobs?
Well, I think it's about the important one. It's about communication because nowadays we live in AI condition. You know that we can contact or just send the text with other from our PC, from our AI website, for example. But when we meet with the specific person, we can't say anything. So the most important one is communication.
Mm. And how often do you go out with your friends?
It's quite uh I think it's quite sering is quite
Often.
often. It's quite often to go with my friends, especially when I was in bachelor degree, because I live in a dormitory. So, and in every 24/7, I live with my friends. When I go there, when I go some places, for example, I always go with my friends, of course.
And how often do you take photos?
It's really often too. Yeah, it's due to save the best memory in my life. Even the simpler one, when I went to the best place in the last year, I took more than 100 photo, and I uploaded the best photo in my social media, so I can remember that I ever went to the best place.
And when is the best time for you to spend, sorry, when is the best time for you to spend outdoors?
Well, I suppose I suppose the best time is when I feel like bored or under the weather.
Mm.
I prefer to go outside, even just go to eatery to buy some food, or maybe play with my friends. Uh, for example, playing music together or see the cinema.
Mm. And do you prefer tea or coffee?
If I have to choose, I will prefer to drink coffee, because actually my father really like to drink it in every single morning. So I really enjoy to drink that kind of beverage. Uh, and when I go to some department store or just window shopping in supermarket, I will buy this kind of coffee.
Do you think it is better to save money or to spend it on experiences?
Well, it's quite challenging, because both of them it's uh necessary for my life. But I have to choose save money for my future. Yeah, I can spend a little percentages from my salary to buy some like new clothes or just buy food. But I have to prepare for my future, for example, for my degree soon, and also for my family.
And do you prefer to study alone or with other people?
Because I am an extrovert person, which is really like to meet with people. So I prefer to study with my friends. I can share our knowledge together. It's helpful for maintains the memory, or maintains the kind of material from my school to prepare the exam, for example.
Mm. Have you ever lived in a different city?
Yes, I have. In 2018, I lived in Surabaya, which is near to my hometown actually, but it's around 1 or 2 hours to go there. So yeah, uh it's quite long term, or far away from my home. It's because I have to work at the time in some factory.
Mm. How did you feel when you finished your university?
Absolutely, I feel over the moon at the time because I have the new levels of my life, and uh, I really satisfying with my new chapter or after I graduate from my university. I have to register too much application for my job, and also try to learn a new skills for my future.
And what was your favorite, sorry, what was the best gift you ever received as a child?
When my childhood, I can't remember well. The best present that I ever received is a smartphone. It was um, given from my father. It's really important for me because at the time I still at sixth grade as in elementary school, which is it's really early age to have a smartphone. But at the time, I can play the games or just send the text for my friends with my own smartphone.
Okay, thank you. Nah, paling satu hesitation, dua ketika hesitate mencari satu kata itu ternyata receh banget kayak
Yeah,
way kayak gitu ya. Better, better kayak gitu. Jadi
yeah,
yang itu harus di minimize gitu, harus di reduce karena kalau enggak ya sayang banget. Kecuali kalau seumpama emang yang dicari adalah advanced vocabulary kayak gitu masih oke. Nah, sekarang kita belajar speaking part 2. Di speaking part 2 itu Bapak pasti udah tahu bahwa ada satu menit persiapan untuk speaking part 2, then you have to talk for the whole, sorry, you have to talk at least 1 minute and the maximum is 2 minutes. Jadi you can talk for 1 up to 2 minutes tuh ya. And actually the challenge is not about the part, but the challenge is all about the plot. Jadi sebenarnya kalau cuma ngomongnya doang, kayaknya everyone can talk gitu ya. Tapi kadang-kadang everyone, sometimes, not everyone, most people sometimes find it difficult to use a very good plot. Kadang tuh kayak ngomong diulang-ulang. Kalau nggak gitu, kalau kalau nggak ngomong diulang-ulang, plotnya unclear. Kayak mau maju, mundur, maju lagi, mundur lagi, kayak gitu. Jadi make sure that you use very good plot and very good strategy in speaking. Dan di sini nanti tergantung nanti sebenarnya di speaking IELTS itu kadang-kadang em, apa ya? Tergantung how lucky you are. Kalau seumpama Bapak dapat pertanyaan yang present tense kayak gitu ya, atau yang present, pasti eh, probability dapat band score-nya itu lebih baik gitu dibandingkan dapatnya yang past tense. Karena kalau speaking itu, kalau di bahasa Indonesia kan tidak ada bedanya past sama present kan, eh, verbnya sama gitu. Kata cuma yang membedakan cuma kata keterangan waktu doang. Nah, kalau di bahasa Inggris kan semuanya berubah dari mulai dari verbnya, to be-nya, kata keterangan waktunya gitu. Nah, itu yang bikin lumayan rumit gitu for um, non-native English speakers. Nah, terus habis itu kalau dapatnya present, kadang-kadang ada yang udah beruntung nih dapat present, tapi ternyata ketika ngomong tuh belibet gitu, karena dia mikirnya terlalu kompleks, atau bahkan plotnya itu di nggak dibikin natural, kadang-kadang terlalu dibikin-bikin, atau bahkan terlalu showing off gitu ya, kayak kita itu ada di posisi di mana something in between, kadang-kadang kita di sisi di mana kita harus showing off our ability, tapi di sisi lain, kadang-kadang kalau kita terlalu show off, itu blunder sendiri dengan statement kita. Itu karena kadang-kadang kan kita pengennya menunjukkan vocabulary yang bagus, grammar yang bagus, tapi malah jadinya nggak lancar. Tuh. Nah, di sini em, untuk teknik brainstormnya itu Mbak Fafa biasanya menggunakan yang ini ya, yang kayak salib itu. Apa sih kayak
Iya, kayak kotak-kotak itu, Sir.
kotak-kotak. Nah, it's up to you mau bisa bikin kotak-kotak, bisa juga dibikin bullet point. Nah, tapi kalau bikin ide, usahakan jangan ide tunggal. Idenya, sorry. Kalau bikin ide, usahakan tunggal, tapi reasoningnya atau kejadiannya itu jangan tunggal. Contohnya nih, please describe a place you enjoy visiting regularly. Let's say kebun binatang gitu ya. Let's say kebun binatang. eh Setiap liburan tuh selalu ke sana gitu. Karena punya anak yang masih tahap belajar mengenali hewan dan keanekaragamannya gitu. Nah, di mana posisinya di Surabaya dan lokasinya the center of the city, which is quite accessible sorry, which is quite accessible by using public transportation or even private transportation. And what do you do there? Of course, to teach my children about animals or various types of animals, and to introduce them strange and very protected animals kayak gitu ya. Jadi kayak diperkenalkan lah. Itu what do you do there-nya itu usahakan aktivitasnya jangan cuma satu.
Hmm.
Itu biar bercabang gitu loh. Yang pertama mungkin kita teaching children gitu ya. Yang kedua mungkin memperkenalkan hewan-hewan yang belum pernah mereka pelajari di rumah atau kita perkenalkan sebelumnya. Dan yang ketiga mungkin taking pictures atau bahkan experiencing to ride an animal like elephant or even just feeding animals kayak gitu. Jadi kayak aktivitasnya tuh harus banyak karena kalau seumpama eh, di jawaban kita itu nanti biasanya kita akan kurang dari 2 menit or even we will spinning around kayak bener-bener kayak putar-putar aja ngomongnya di dibikin semacam seolah-olah panjang padahal itu tuh ya diulang-ulang gitu overlapping. And why you visit it often for education purpose and also recreational purposes. Jadi kayak mungkin dikasih alasan lagi dengan harga yang murah juga gitu kan. Atau bisa sekalian berkunjung ke tempat-tempat yang strategis kayak mungkin taman-taman kota atau bahkan sekalian bertemu dengan keluarga yang lain kayak gitu juga bisa atau meet up with other people kayak gitu juga bisa and explain how you feel when you are there ya mungkin feeling joyful atau mungkin quite quite exciting to introduce new type of animal kayak gitu karena tempatnya luas sehingga saya harus sering ke sana karena mungkin for the first visit I just want to explore for the carnivore atau for the very common animals kayak gitu jadi kayak benar-benar dijabarkan dengan sistematis jangan sampai putar balik ya karena kalau nanti putar balik jadinya aneh banget. Sama sih kalau bahasa Indonesia juga sama. Ketika kita ngomong bahasa Indonesia diulang-ulang gitu ya. Contohnya ada orang cerita ke Mbak Fafa kayak, kemarin di Sidoarjo banjir kayak gitu. Kayaknya banjirnya karena sampah deh. Dan banjirnya parah banget. Iya, kayaknya karena sampah kayak gitu. Kayak diulang-ulang lagi kata sampah lagi. Kita kan pastinya jadi kayak, iya saya tahu itu sampah kayak gitu kan. Jadi just because of the plot, just because of the unclear plot, biasanya jadinya malah annoying ya. Kalau nggak gitu ya unnecessary explanations. Tuh. Okay, now let's have a try. Kita coba two times ya, speaking part two. Tapi sebelumnya udah sering speaking part two nggak? Nggak apa-apa.
Kalau sering sih enggak, Sir. Part 1 aja baru kemarin sama Sir.
Oh iya tah.
Iya.
Oh.
Ya maksudnya kalau yang lewat AI itu nggak sampai yang speaking part 2.
Hmm. Tapi kalau
pertanyaan?
Sama keluarga gitu, mungkin sama adik atau sama siapa? Ada nggak?
Enggak
Nggak
ada,
ya?
sir.
Nggak ada ya. Emang susah sih kalau ini ya.
Suami sebenarnya juga struggle di IELTS, sir. Jadi maksudnya eh dia malah baru belajar. Jadi kalau misalkan ini juga
Nggak
ya
apa-apa,
susah
disuruh
gitu.
komentari aja. Apa? Disuruh komentari kayak enggak tadi nggak enak kayak gitu. Sesuai
Hmm.
feeling aja gitu. Kalau technical kan, kalau knowledge base ya nanti grammar dan seterusnya kan. Tapi nggak harus itu sih sebenarnya. Kalaupun nih Mbak Fafa bisa mengemasnya itu dengan menghilangkan fillers dan menghilangkan hesitation, itu tuh udah bagus banget. Karena biasanya nih kalau anak-anak Nexus, kalau yang jam terbangnya udah tinggi, sebenarnya grammar yang dipakai itu nggak yang wow-wow banget. Vocabulary yang dipakai juga nggak yang wow gitu meledak-ledak gitu enggak, tapi karena public speaking and speaking abilities-nya aja yang bagus. Karena dia itu ngemas ngemas ceritanya itu sederhana dan bener-bener kayak enak banget didengerin kayak gitu. Tapi kalau seumpama kalau ada juga nih yang kayak tutor, biasanya tutor mana gitu ya. Itu bahasa Inggrisnya bagus banget karena vocabulary dan grammarnya udah advance. Tapi kalau ngomong tuh terlalu banyak pertimbangan. Nah itu biasanya juga nggak terlalu bagus. Kayak band score-nya nggak yang nggak sebagus temen-temen yang kalau ngomong tuh kalau ngomong tuh dengan apa ya, dengan style atau personality-nya masing-masing itu sih. Tuh. Oke, now let's have a try. Kita coba yang pertama ya. Yang a place that you enjoy visiting regularly, yang gampang lah. 1 minute preparation for that. Please take a note if you wish. And 1 minute start from now. Okay, now please describe a place you enjoy visiting regularly.
Well, I would like to share about the place that I really happy to visit. It's kind of shopping center. The location in Surabaya. We know that Surabaya have too much shopping center, but Royal is the best one, which is located in the central of the city, and it is accessible to go there, even with public transportation or my or my car itself. And um usually I go there to buy something, for example clothes or shoes, and or I just window shopping with my friends. And sometimes I uh prefer to watch a cinema there because the price is quite cheaper than other. And actually, I visit really often in the shopping center because near to my house, and I can refresh my mind from my work in whole day. After I go there, I think I feel like for the moon because I can meet with my partner in crime, my friends from my last
Okay, thank
university.
you. That's very good. Bagus banget. Jadi plotnya very clear. Now, kita ke next questions. Masih di present, but ini past. Ini nih. This one. Please describe an activity you do to stay healthy. Ya. Yo, 1 minute preparation for that. Please take a note if you wish. 1 minute. Start from now. Okay. Now, please describe an activity. Sorry. Please describe an activity you do to stay healthy.
Well, considering about stay healthy, I would like to share about my compulsory activity that I often do in my life. The activity is eating healthy food and also do some exercise. I can say that kind of activity can make me more healthy person because um sorry I do or make some healthy food and exercise quite often. I can say in every single morning because I have to cook some greeny food with a vegetable and also the protein for my family in every single morning and do a little exercise before I do my task from my office. And why I do those activity because I have to maintain or keep my weight, my body weight, and also have a long life period. It's the reason why I always cook and try to exercise in every day. And it's really helpful for my future because I can do my whole activity easily when I eating the best meal or the best dish in the morning and I less
Okay, thank
sleepy.
you.
Mhm.
Nah, Bapak, jadi kalau menjawab soal itu bisa juga lo nggak urut. Kayak kalau tadi
Oh
kan
gitu.
diurutin ya, diurut-urut gitu what the activity is, providing food and doing small exercise every morning while you do it because you want to maintain your body weight and helpfulnya juga masuk ke body weight lagi.
Hmm.
Itu jadi kayak masih overlapping ya antara jawaban yang ketiga sama jawaban yang terakhir itu. Nah, kalaupun Bapak tuh benar-benar menjabarkan itu grab at once gitu ya, at the time gitu bisa juga karena nggak harus yang sistematis one kayak gitu. As long as you can answer all the questions dengan menggunakan cerita juga nggak apa-apa tuh.
Oh, oke.
Yuk one more time. Ini nih. Semoga lebih ini kan yang paling ini ya, yang paling dekat dengan kita gitu. A piece of technology that you find useful. Oke,
Teknologi.
ya. Yang yang sederhana aja, idenya yang sederhana tapi bisa dikemas dengan tambahan-tambahan kalau memang ada vocabulary yang bagus dimasukin aja disisip-sisipin kayak tadi udah nyoba idiom kayak gitu that's very good. Now 1 minute preparation for that please take a note if you wish. 1 minute start from now. Okay, now please describe a piece of technology that you find so useful.
Okay. Here I would like to share the a kind of technology that I think it's really useful in my life. The technology is Google. We know that Google is a necessary kind of technology in nowadays. We can easily to use this kind of Google from our PC or our smartphone in every single time without limit and also without have an account. And I think it's really helpful for my daily activity. I can find all of the information from that, for example, about school, the best school, and food, or even the weather in my country or even in overseas. I can find easily from the Google. And it's quite joyful when I open the Google. For example, when I will cook new food and I don't understand what is ingredient or how to cook that, I can open my smartphone to find the new recipe, which is the simpler one that I can make those kind of food in my own kitchen. So yeah, I feel like over the moon when I've found what kind of the new information uh, that I butuhkan gitu, sir.
Nah ini, oke, thank you. That's very good. Nah, bagus. Cuman kalau bisa tidak diulangi pertanyaannya ya. Kayak gitu, langsung aja kayak bilang, here now I want to talk about Google, which is quite popular product in my country or even around the world. This kind of application or this kind of website is so apa karena apa. Jadi kayak tanpa harus bilang I want to describe kayak gitu.
Oh, nggak pakai ini ya, Sar, apa namanya?
Paraphrase.
Paraphrase, iya.
Kalau nggak pakai paraphrase nggak apa-apa, karena ini tuh kalimat suruh gitu loh, kalimat disuruh kayak silakan deskripsikan kayak gitu kan, nggak
Mhm.
harus saya bilang kayak saya akan mendeskripsikan kayak gitu.
Hmm.
Nanti karena jadinya repeating question kalau sama kita mengulangi pertanyaan. Tapi kalau sama mau bilang kayak I consider Google is very powerful today, kayak gitu juga bisa
Oh.
tanpa harus mengulangi pertanyaan kata describe-nya ya.
Jadi langsung pendahuluannya misalnya.
Jauh lebih itu jauh lebih apa ya? Jauh lebih mudah sih menurut saya dibandingkan repeating
Selama
repeat.
ini kalau part 2 taunya itu soalnya
Ya, that's
I would
okay.
like to share kayak gitu, Sir. Jadi sorry, ini new apa namanya pengetahuan baru.
Strategy.
Oke oke.
Heeh.
Ah,
Nah, jadi nggak harus bilang kayak gitu karena kan sama aja sih kayak ini, sama aja kayak kita. Ini kan ini di IELTS tuh kayak mirip-mirip pelajaran sekolah gitu loh.
mhm,
Silakan deskripsikan kayak gitu kan.
mhm.
Silakan deskripsikan hewan yang berkaki empat yang pernah ada di rumah kamu kayak gitu. Kan nggak harus bilang kayak
Aku
eh,
akan mendeskripsikan
ya kayak gitu kan.
hewan
Kayak
ya.
langsung bilang aja kayak in my house one day ada kucing nih dan kucing tuh dia suka masuk ke rumah karena ada makanan dan apa-apa kayak gitu. Jadi be ya the elevating it's a matter of how we elevate the language aja sih menurut saya.
Oke.
Oke, karena repeating questions itu sebenarnya nggak cuma di speaking part one, part two, sorry, nggak cuma di speaking part one, di part two and part three juga harus dihindari ya. You get no
Hmm.
points to repeat any questions. Itu karena mending langsung dijawab dibandingkan diulangi pertanyaannya atau di paraphrase juga boleh kalau seumpama pengen ada bridgingnya ya. Oke, next. Nah, ini yang lumayan challenging. Nah, nanti di sini, kenapa di sini lumayan challenging? Karena biasanya itu kecampur antara present sama past-nya. Contohnya nih, please describe a memorable vacation you took. Contohnya biasanya kesalahan yang fatal tuh kayak gini. Kesalahannya mungkin perginya ke Bali, gitu kan. Pergi ke Bali. Ke Bali bersama keluarga. Di sana pergi ke pantai, lihat atraksi, kecak dance atau bahkan em, di sana itu bermain-main di pantai kayak gitu. And explain why this vacation was memorable ya karena di sana finding something new like culture and also about the vibes kayak gitu. Nah, terus tiba-tiba ketika tengah-tengah cerita dia itu terlalu banyak atau terlalu mendominasi si presentnya karena mau mendeskripsikan kata Bali sendiri. Itu jadi kayak kadang-kadang tuh di tengah-tengah cerita dia pengen mendeskripsikan sesuatu gitu, that's fine menurut saya, tapi jangan sampai ketika mau masuk ke next questionsnya kalau pengen listing ya, kalau pengen listing em, kalau pengen mau menjawab next questionsnya jangan lupa itu ceritanya itu masih lampau gitu. Nah, bisa menggunakan recapping, di recap aja dulu di Bali. Di Bali tuh contohnya ya memorable vacation you took. Itu kan a memorable vacation, bener-bener satu gitu kan. Nah, terus habis itu kita langsung apa ya namanya? Memilih satu ide, di mana kayak contohnya di pelatihan di sana. Pelatihan di sana bersama teman atau bersama teman sekantor di sana fully pelatihan and explain why the vacation is was memorable ya, karena vacation terus dikasih information kayak general information. Bali is quite popular among Indonesians and even people around the world. Kenapa ya karena A B C D, jadi kita selesaikan ceritanya dulu terus baru kita pindah ke present itu. Dan kedepannya dan kedepannya itu kayaknya bakal bakal worth it banget kalau sama saya liburan ke sana lagi bersama keluarga saya kayak gitu. Dan that's a very natural communication, that's also natural way of storytelling. Sama kayak Mbak Fafa lagi bahas sama suaminya nih kayak zaman dulu tuh uang 1.000 tuh udah bisa dipakai buat beli jajan kayak gitu kan. Terus jajannya itu udah cukup enak dan udah puas banget dengan uang 1.000 dan ceritalah dengan uang 1.000 itu tadi. Terus habis itu kayak pasti Mbak Papa membandingkan sekarang. Tapi kayaknya sekarang tuh udah nggak bisa tuh 1.000 buat beli jajan atau kayak. Tapi sekarang tuh udah beda zamannya. Nah, kita kan pasti cerita dulu, selesai nih ceritanya kita baru membandingkan sesuatu ke sekarang kan. Bukan yang kayak bukan yang cerita belum selesai udah dibandingkan, cerita belum selesai balik lagi ke cerita. It will be very confusing buat si pendengar kalau seumpama back and forth back and forth kayak gitu. Jadi you have to complete, you have to finish the story first, then you have to describe what the point is gitu. Habis itu mau ngasih ekspektasi untuk closing statement itu bisa kayak. Contohnya kayak tadi ngomongin uang 1.000 untuk jajan dulunya udah dapat A, B, C, D. Tapi sekarang tuh udah nggak ada jajan-jajan itu dan uang 1.000 udah nggak sebagus atau nilainya nggak setinggi dulu. Dan kayaknya kedepannya uang 1.000 bakal musnah deh kayak gitu. Atau kedepannya uang 1.000 tuh nggak bakal bakal udah nggak berlaku lagi karena it will be totally different kayak gitu. Jadi kayak dikasih closing statement kayak gitu juga bisa. Oke, now let's have a try. Kita ke sini nih. Ini deh yang self reflection banget. A special event that you attended gitu. Nah, nanti jangan lupa cerita eventnya dulu, terus baru impressionnya atau deskripsi dari si eventnya. Tuh. Hey, 1 minute preparation for that. Please take a note if you wish. 1 minute start from now. Okay, now please describe a special event that you attended.
Well, as a Muslim people in Indonesia, I ever went to this one-off special event, which is gathering with my whole family in Idul Fitri event, which is at May 2023, around the time. And this kind of event happened in my grandmother house, which is located in the central of the city. It's quite far away from my house, actually. And I went to the event with my own family, small family, consists of my mother, father, my sister, and also my uncle. And it's quite a special or memorable event, I think, because the gathering consists of too many, too much food and also games to celebrate the special occasion, and then giving gift each other, and at the end we pray together for our ancestor and for our future in my grandmother house.
Okay, thank you. That's very good. Nah, itu tadi belum sempat bouncing ya. Masih ada 10 detikan sih.
Oh,
But it's
oke.
okay.
Kalau kayak gitu gimana ya, Sir?
Nggak apa-apa, nggak
Uh,
apa-apa. Yang penting tuh you answered all questions sih, yang paling penting. Jadi biar bisa yang
Tapi apa si ini pengujinya ini nggak Sir? Kasih tahu nggak maksudnya Mas you still have more time gitu.
enggak.
Oh,
Kalau
oke.
lebih dari 1 menit tuh biasanya udah nggak apa-apa. Tapi nanti kalau kan kita maksimalnya kan 2 menit, ya kan.
Hmm.
Kalau kita ngomongnya cuma 1 menit, nanti Bapak bakal dapet follow up questions sebelum masuk ke speaking baterai.
Oh.
Tuh, terus habis itu follow up questionsnya ya depends. Kalau seumpama banyak ada pertanyaan yang belum kejawab, biasanya dilontarkan. Tapi kalau memang sudah, biasanya kayak so apa gitu kayak benar-benar dikasih next questions, tapi yang jawabannya mirip-mirip kayak speaking part one. Now, one more time ya. Please describe a difficult decision you had to make. Okay, 1 minute preparation for that. Please take a note if you wish. 1 minute. Start from now. Okay. Now, please describe a difficult decision that you had to make.
Well, actually, I have a big decision in uh, this year. It's kind of continue my degree in overseas, especially. Uh, I personally I made this big decision or difficult one after I graduated from my master degree in the last year. And my husband said to me that I have to continue my study abroad to maintain or to explore more about my background study. So that's why uh, I made this big decision to my future, and I believe with take my degree soon, I can improve my knowledge, especially about chemistry, and I can get the better job as my future dream. I can say that in the future, I want to be the best lecturer in the university. So yeah, I think this decision can help me to reach that dream in the future. And I hope this difficult or big decision can make me more joyful or uh, make me or being the good people in the future.
Thank you. Nah, yang terakhir tuh udah mulai ngeblur-ngeblur tuh jawabannya kayak
Yes.
campur present, campur past gitu. Nah, di sini kan ada difficult decision you had to make. Mungkin dibikin situasinya aja dulu. Kayak one day when I was with my husband, we were talking about our future.
Hmm.
At that time, we were so confused whether to continue my education or not. and he said to me that I should pursue my higher education or my PhD education in abroad. So from that day, I decided to apa nih to dan seterusnya. Jadi kayak
Hmm.
benar-benar dikasih sebuah situasi, dikasih
Oke.
sebuah apa ya namanya, sebuah
Ya kayak
dikasih
pendahuluan tadi, Sir ya. Pendahuluan
iya
cerita
kayak
ke
dikasih
sana.
ya bener banget. Dan
Ah,
kalau tadi tuh kayak Mbak Papa tuh nggak ngasih boundaries apa ya nggak ngasih semacam pagar gitu. Kapan sih itu terjadi gitu?
hmm.
Ya kan? Padahal bisa aja kayak itu terjadinya one morning kayak gitu atau kayak
Oh, oke, oke, oke.
kayak one day di sebuah hari di mana kayak lagi ngobrol-ngobrol sama pasangan di mana kayak gitu. Bener-bener dibikin sebuah situasi, dibikin sebuah kejadian gitu.
Detail gitu ya, Sir.
Mm-mm, itu jauh lebih enak karena kalau
Hmm.
seumpama dibikin kayak di blur kayak tadi itu kayak Mbak Fafa bakal jadi bingung gitu loh. Bingungnya kayak ini saya lagi ngomong apa sih?
Hmm.
Ngomongin sesuatu yang saya deskripsikan atau saya lagi ceritakan gitu. Sehingga potongan atau perbedaan antara storytelling sama mendeskripsikan itu nggak ada bedanya. Harusnya kan storytelling sama description itu beda kan. Kita lagi storytelling nih, ya kita lagi menceritakan sesuatu in the past gitu. Tapi
Hmm.
kalau mendeskripsikan ya mendeskripsikan sehingga patahannya jelas. Saya lagi storytelling. Oh, kalau saya lagi storytelling ya saya akan fully fully focus on the incident atau the phenomenon. Tapi kalau sama saya description, saya mau ngasih impression, saya mau ngasih opinion, nah itu baru di description. Tuh, oke. Nah, untuk next meeting kayaknya kita tetap aja ya jam 6:30 eh sampai puasa kali ya. Kita masih bisa. Nanti kalau puasa kita cari jadwal lagi ya.
Yes, Sir.
Oke, thank you so much Mbak Fafa for today's meeting. See you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Oke.
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi